Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in a recent video, we dissected some of the boldest trends and how to really reinterpret them and make them work for the everyday. So this time I wanted to go over some more trends, but the basic trends that we're seeing emerging for spring and summer, which are so wonderful for people who really like a classic timeless wardrobe, who maybe feel as though I can't wear trends or trends aren't for me. After this video, you're gonna see that you are absolutely able to fall into the trendy category, even if your style tends to skew, as I said, more timeless, more classic. All the things I'm going to show you today are from my beloved collection, so they are tried and true. So what I've done instead is take each of these categories and I've curated around 10 items that really epitomize each of the trends that we're going to go through today, and those all will be listed and linked for you down below. Okay, so let's start off with trend number one, the tank dress. We are seeing the tank dress all over runway, all over ready to wear for spring and into summer. We're seeing it a little bit more fitted. We're seeing it a little bit more flowy, which I love because to me, the tank dress is one of those super versatile, gorgeously classic pieces that works for any wardrobe. You can layer this in cooler weather or on like a cooler summer evening under a nice lightweight jacket. You can glam her up with, let's say, a moto jacket. There's so many different things you can do with a classic tank dress. You can add a belt if you want to add some waist definition. I just love how breezy and airy it is. It's such a throw on and go piece. You throw it on, add a great pair of aviators, a gorgeous pair of sandals, and you are out the door looking like $1 million. Okay, so toggling right off of the tank dress, the tank top, believe it or not, is one of the trends we are seeing. They really categorize it as an easy tank. Now, what they mean by that, I think, is just simply simplicity in design. So oftentimes you'll see a ribbed fabrication gracing the runways, gracing the hangers of your favorite retail store. And it doesn't matter if it's a V-neck, a scoop neck, a high neck, a crop top, any inception of a classic tank will do. You guys know I tend to love my neutrals, so I say sticking to your basics, black and white for the summertime, so versatile. You can wear a tank with anything. And this is one of the reasons why I love them. You can dress them up very easily, or you can keep them super, super casual. It is totally up to you. And in fact, I'm going to show you two different variations. Actually, let's just go into it now because they're both going to segue into the next two trends. So the third trend I'm going to talk to you about is a light rinsed jean. Now, I love this just because when does a light rinsed jean ever go out of style, especially in the warmer months? Because when you think about it, I mean, everything about spring and summer is lighter, it's brighter, it's airier. So of course, we're gonna naturally gravitate towards a lighter rinse. And if you really wanna have some fun with this, you can actually cuff your jean because that is another trend we're seeing. This is what I love about trends, is that sometimes they are just that basic. You know, fashion does tend to default to its tried and true. It does love its timeless classic looks, but then you also get those bolder looks that we went into in the last trends video. So as I mentioned, when it comes to styling a light rinsed jean, which of course right now includes a wider leg, you can default just to a tank top. A tank top and a light rinsed jean is like the perfect summer uniform. It's super comfortable, it's very laid back, it's very approachable, there's no pretension in it. But then you can also play around by layering on like all your favorite gold jewelry, just like go on out, add a great pair of heels for date night, keep it casual with sneakers or a flat during the daytime. It's totally up to you. Now, the other way that you can style that tank includes another trend we're going to talk about today, and that is the color yellow. We are seeing these beautiful buttery tones of yellow emerge everywhere in all different categories, from clothing to accessories, a lot of pastel yellow. So I styled that tank top with this beautiful yellow skirt to show you once again how versatile a tank top can be. You can keep it casual with those light rinse jeans, but then you can add a little bit of zhuzh by styling it with something like a skirt. You can always add a straw hat to just, embrace that feminine touch for the summertime. It's just a beautiful, simple, airy look, great for day or evening, so it has the versatility too. And yellow is just, let's face it, it is the color of sunshine. It is just such a warm, happy color. Was super excited to see it really trending hard for the spring and summer. And then keep in mind too, you don't have to go all out in your clothing with yellow. Once again, it's all about interpreting these trends and making them work for you. You could go with a yellow shoe. You could go with a yellow bag. You could go with a yellow belt, maybe a yellow bow for your hair. It all works. It's all going to key into that trend. You certainly don't have to be head to toe in yellow if that's not your vibe. So once more, there's room for interpretation. There's room to make any trend your very own. Okay, so the next basic trend we are seeing is stripes. Stripes everywhere in all different inceptions, from stripes on shoes to accessories to tops to shorts to pants to dresses. Obviously this is a nod to nautical, which we see, kind of emerging every summer. But this year it's interesting because you're seeing stripes that are like classically thin, more of like a pinstripe, to very bold stripes in new colorways. We're seeing striping on crochet items, which we talked about in the last video. Crochet is such a huge trend this season. So it's interesting to see the merging of bold and timeless when it comes to stripes. So once again, make it your own. Maybe you're like me and tend to err towards something like this dress, something a little bit more timeless, classic, quiet luxury, or maybe you like those bolder colorways, those bigger stripes. But I do think it's really interesting that you can start incorporating stripes into your wardrobe as a trend when really it's something that's such a timeless classic. It's going to stand the test of time. And if you're looking to add more investment level pieces to your wardrobe, something like a classic stripe is a great way to go, because if you put the money behind it and really invest in a beautifully made piece, it is never going to go out of style. Okay, speaking of prints that never go out of style, florals. Yes, florals are trending for the spring and summer. I love this so much just because it is so basic. It's something that we see evergreen. Florals appears every single spring and summer, this year being no exception. However, what we are seeing are more bold interpretations of the floral trend, right? So we are seeing things like bold roses everywhere, watercolor florals, very extravagant colorways. We're also seeing the classics. This dress is one we see emerging in some way, shape, or form every single spring and summer. Just this beautiful blue and white colorway. It's such a gorgeously classic feminine style. I just love seeing it everywhere, from Zimmermann down to Old Navy. It seems as though you can find something like this at every single price point. And again, it's up to you. How do you like florals? How do they work for your wardrobe? So when you're thinking about florals, remember, it could be like a matching set. It could be a great pair of linen shorts and a matching top. It could be a dress. It could be a pair of pants. It could be a pair of shoes. It could even be a great accessory for your hair. I dug this out from my closet. This is just a beautiful floral handkerchief that I typically, a scarf that I typically wear in my hair in some way, shape, or form, whether as a bandana style, or maybe this summer I'll use it wrapped around a ponytail. It's just such a pretty accessory to add that little bit of femininity to your wardrobe to soften up any look. So as I said before, it's all about just finding like, okay, how's this going to work for me? Maybe you don't consider yourself too much of a floral girl, but maybe you'd be able to wear something like a floral bow in your hair or like a floral belt, something that's going to make you excited about your wardrobe again, to make it feel brand new without stepping away too far from who you are and what you're comfortable wearing. Okay guys, final basic trend we're seeing for spring and summer, raffia and straw. I'm so excited to see this just because this is a texture I personally look for every summer, and sometimes it can be harder to find. This summer, that is not the case. It's a beautiful texture that just epitomizes the warmer months, whether you decide to go with something like a beautiful straw hat, it could be a sun hat, it could be a fedora. You could certainly add something like a raffia or straw purse to your collection. This is one you all have seen time and time again, but I absolutely love it. I'm personally drawn to really organic shapes, especially in the summertime. I don't like strong, harsh lines. I love something that just mimics the female form, those beautiful curves, and ironically, organic shapes. That's another trend we're seeing. Maybe we'll go into that in a future video. But you know, once more, it's just these little textural touches that can add so much to your outfit. And that includes something like shoes. I mean, if this doesn't scream summertime, I don't know what does. And the sandal can be to your choosing. We're seeing it in a platform, a flat form. We're seeing it in a kitten heel. We're even seeing it in ballet flats and of course a classic block heel. Whatever suits you, believe me, there's something out there for you to choose from. But it's just a fun way, like I said, to really add airiness and lightness to your outfit that's really unassuming. And also, it's an accessory that's just going to naturally complement what you're wearing instead of competing with it. All right, you guys, and those are, I think, about 7 basic trends we're seeing really emerging quite a bit for spring and summer. I love all of them because, as I mentioned before, they're timeless, they're classic, they're great investments, they're not going anywhere, but it is fun to see them categorized as a trend. But in any event, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.